Hi everyone, I hope all is well. My name is Ashanti and welcome to Uniquely Ashanti's Corner. Today I'm bringing to you another another dose of vitamin P. What? And today's topic is all about not allowing past experiences to get in the way of how you view others. One thing that many of us are guilty of is viewing a certain group of people in the same light when we have a bad experience, such as someone cheating on us, lying to us, giving the cold shoulder, treating us cruelly, and so on and so on. When someone has repeatedly had bad experiences with people from a certain demographic, it's easy to train your mind to think that all people from this demographic are no good and will only bring you an abundant amount of stress and frustration. But we have to remember that there is both good and bad in each group that we come across. We can't just lump everyone into that one category that says they're nothing but bad news. Training our minds to function like this can cause us to be closed-minded, and it gets in the way of us getting to know great people. And trust me, I know that it's hard for some of us to get out of this way of thinking because a certain type of person we often come across is always getting on our nerves. But building up a wall to keep all people from a certain group out of our way is not the right answer. Let me share with you guys a perfect example, and this is something that happened to me recently. It was the first day of class, and I was running late. I cannot stand to be late to something, but it was one of those days. Anyway, when I finally got to class, the professor was in the middle of discussing what the class was about, the introduction. And I sat in my seat. I was all out of breath from running to the class and gave my attention to the professor, right? He then transitioned to talking about a handout he gave out earlier, and unfortunately, the professor didn't have enough copies to go around, so he had some of the students sharing the handout. And I'm assuming that he did that because of the ad drop period for classes and he didn't want to waste paper, I'm assuming. Each professor is different, what can I say? Anyway, if you haven't figured it out, I did not have a copy, and it didn't click in my mind to ask someone if we could share because A, I have come across many college students that don't want to help you out, so I figure why should I even waste my breath? Just forget it. And B, since I was already late to classes, not classes, class, I figured everyone was paired off. So I decided to just listen very carefully to what the professor was saying and jot down notes when I felt like it was necessary. Since I've had a lot of bad experiences with college students, my brain is trained to think don't talk to them or ask them for help unless you have absolutely positively no other choice. You need to keep your distance because you don't have time to deal with this mess. Do everything yourself. But little did I know that I was going to be proven wrong that day. A young man who was sitting next to me had a handout and he asked me if I wanted to share his. I didn't even ask him to do that, and the professor definitely didn't force him to do that. Out of the kindness of his heart, he offered to be a helpful classmate. And that's something that made me feel good. It was a subtle act of kindness, but it's still something that should be appreciated. And that's something we all should do, appreciate all acts of kindness people show us rather than taking it for granted. No one has to do something extremely over the top in order for you to appreciate it. Something simple such as, what can I think of? Holding a door open for you, offering to help you to carry something, or something like that should always be appreciated. Hey, you know what I just realized? I just gave y'all 2 doses of vitamin P in one video, but hey, you can never have too much positivity, right? Hey, I'm good. Anyway, let me move on. When I was on my way home after class, it suddenly hit me that placing all college students into one category is an issue. Sorry, issue that I need to work on. If you guys have been following me for a while, you already know that I haven't had the best experience with many of my peers. So that's why my trust issues are so strong. I'm always going to have trust issues, I'm not going to lie, because you can't trust every single person you come across. Not everyone has your best interests. However, labeling all college students as bad is not the best way for me to think. And I feel like God decided to help me to realize that for the start of 2018. And I'm not going to lie, this is definitely not easy because of what I've been through with these young people, but I'm trying to do better. I'm trying, okay? My father has even told me some time ago that there are going to be times where I need to go to someone for help because I can't do everything by myself. And he's right. By the way, if you guys see me doing awkward pauses and losing my train of thought, I apologize. I'm tired. But I still had the urge to do this video, so please bear with me in case you guys are wondering, why is Ashanti pausing and fumbling all the time? Because I feel like I'm fumbling a lot, and I'm sorry about that. I'm just tired. But I still wanted to do this video. But anyway, moving on. What was I in the middle of saying? Oh yeah, we cannot allow our minds to stop us from interacting with certain people because we can't move ahead in our lives if we do so. Take, for instance, people judging someone based on the color of their skin. Their mindset is solely based off of past experiences, stereotypes, and what others are telling them. If this type of thinking applies to you, not just in terms of racist thinking, but just in general, please take heed to this message. If you know someone who's guilty of this, share this video with them. It's important for us to open our hearts and our minds to others and give people a chance instead of just automatically writing them off on the spot. And that concludes this dose of vitamin P. I finally got through it. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Again, I'm sorry for fumbling a little bit. I told you guys I'm tired. I just got through with the spring semester and my brain is still trying to function right now. It just feels fried. Whenever I'm like this, that's when my brain, I just have a hard time trying to think. I lose my train of thought. So you guys gotta bear with me. The college struggle is real. Anyway, I hope that this message blesses someone out there. Feel free to leave your thoughts down below. I would love to hear from you. And if you do, please refrain from profaning language, even if it's an abbreviation. And please be respectful. Also, if you guys have any video requests or you just have an idea for a future video that I can do, definitely leave that in the comments and I'll get to you about that when I can. And God bless each and every single one of you, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.